Jonas Vingegaard crashes pre-coverage, Jorgensen stamping, Almeida struggling, never a dull moment in Paris-Nice 2025. You got to earn it to win here. We got the hill stage. The last 50Ks of this had 5 steep hills. We got a bonus sprint on the Porte de Bonneveau with about 12-15 Ks to go, and then the final climb is really hard. 1200 meters at 12%, a real wall on a narrow road. Good, you would think, for someone like Schelmoser, although the snow did abate, who's been good in Flèche Wallonne last year. Almeida won yesterday. Could he put Vingegaard under pressure again? The weather wasn't so miserable. Cold, of course, but not like yesterday. And we had Thibaut Groul and Ben Swift in the breakaway. There was a big fight for it. EF wanted to get in, but eventually it was only those two. But Vingegaard, you can see him talking to Samitier on Cofidis. He crashed earlier in the stage. The live ticker said he went to the doctor's car and then continued back on his bike. We couldn't see any marks on his legs. His lip looked a bit busted up. And Visma-Lease's bike were continuing. They got Jorgensen second on GC, but we would see also he get a yellow card for it. Axel Zangler taking the bike, not the bike path, the footpath. Should stay on the road to the right-hand side past the spectators, but then the Total Energy rider, this is the funny part of it, he quickly gets out, I think, the yellow card and shows it to Zangler like a football referee, because that's the new system, and Zangler indeed gets a yellow card for hopping onto the footpath from the commissaires. On the climbs beginning, Affini and the Abrahamsen begin the lead-outs, wanting to begin in front, because if you enter in front, you can really dictate what happens on these climbs. They're very narrow, and if you're in front, you can block it up, ride your own pace. We see this in the classics. It's a classic-style course, and good for someone like Julien Alaphilippe indeed, and you can basically almost have to put your foot down at the back if it stalls in front. So Visma and Ineos controlling, descent straight into the next one, the Côte de Sibouze. It's all you can see, they're steep, and Vos anticipates. Jorgensen's not going to follow him. He's on a minute plus on GC. McNulty's on the front for UAE. He's riding himself for GC, and so no one chases. Trek are chilling. Any team that wanted to go with him, they can't. You can see how narrow and blocked up it is, and he goes across, remember, to a teammate, Ben Swift, in the breakaway. So Ineos have been trying this a few times. We see other anticipations. Riesebeck, Matthews, Ivan Romeo. They try to get a move going, but then Decathlon actually begin to take control. Visma weren't going to do it, nor Trek. It's Decathlon actually in this mid-phase that take control, and Vos has to go solo. The problem is these climbs are so steep, he can't wait for his teammate who was in the breakaway, and Bissiger and co. control and keep the gap at about 1:12. They don't let Vos get too much time. 17 Ks to go. Trentin gives the lead out to Alaphilippe, and every single one of these climbs, another 20-25 riders gets dropped and the peloton gets whittled down. Vos still, though, carries 42 seconds over the top. Zangler and Darnola controlling proceedings, but we've got this bonus sprint coming up. Pedersen does the lead out almost too hard, and then Lipovic is able to take 2 seconds. Pedersen 4 seconds. Schelmoser missed it. He was kind of cooked maybe, and so actually Lipovic gets 2 seconds closer to Schelmoser. On the descent, Pedersen rips it apart, and actually we saw this on the descent before Col de la Loze maybe in 2023 Tour de France. Felix Gull, no, that can't be right. I swear he won from the breakaway. We've seen this in a descent before. He gets gapped, and he has to have his teammates bring him back. Vingegaard's brought up by Campenaerts and Zangler because there's a left-hander. Positioning is really important into this climb. Tarling's just pacing, keeping Arensman forward. He's not chasing Tobias Vos, of course. And we have actually a full-blown sprint lead out from Trek. Pedersen launches it after Darnola pulls off. It's actually splitting the group almost in, I think, I don't know what the wind direction was. The problem was it completely cooks Schelmoser, who's sitting second wheel, which is not a great spot to be, not getting great draft. And he said after the race, actually, he should have told Pedersen that he was really suffering in the wheel of Pedersen there. Pedersen pulls off at the base. Tarling continues. Vos was caught, but he's going to win a race like that this year, Tobias Vos. And we see Zangler begin to pace for Matteo Jorgensen. Vingegaard moves up on the left-hand side. Almeida didn't enter in great position, but he used the lull now to move himself up on the left-hand side, but Vingegaard doesn't follow him all the way. Ineos got 2 with Arensman and Sheffield. McNulty's there looking good. It's a good climb for someone like Brandon McNulty, and also the lightweights Tejada, Clément Champoussin, and Lenny Martinez. If you watched, all of you watched Classic VAR, had a steep uphill finish. Scaroni was good there. Goal is dropped, and then McNulty takes over. He almost had a word to Almeida. He didn't pace for McNulty yesterday, and you see Almeida on the radio here, and he was under pressure. Almeida likes a consistent, stable pace, not surges, especially on steep ramps, and McNulty actually puts him under pressure here. He hears it, and then you kind of can't ease off because then you'll get shuffled back, but Almeida's on a gap just behind Lipovic. Vingegaard dropped or in the process of. Schelmo's are no good. McNulty's pacing. Jorgensen's following. So it's a tricky situation. Does Jorgensen pace? And he unleashes the hammer in the last 700 meters of this climb. He said during the stage, Vingegaard told him to go for it and ride for his own result because he didn't know how he'd be on the climb. Sheffield looking very, very good, following Jorgensen for a while, actually, for the later classics coming up. Almeida on a little bit of a gap, but he works himself back. And Jorgensen opens the gap on 12% to the lightweights, but unfortunately for him, Champoussin, Tejada, and Martinez were swarming around him right at the finish. There's no "I am Clément Champoussin" shout today, despite unveiling the face from the Vuelta 21. Martinez wins. Huge win for him. His first win for his new team, Bahrain, victorious in Paris-Nice, no less. And Vingegaard loses 26 seconds. After the stage, Vingegaard looked like he was in a bit of discomfort, but he still sits second in GC, although not the stage he would have been hoping for. Martinez winning 3 seconds ahead of Champoussin, then Jorgensen, Tejada, Lipovic, Almeida, McNulty, Van Wilder, Sheffield, Aurélien Paré-Pantra. Maybe that's why Decathlon were indeed pacing today. Here is what the young French super talent, Lenny Martinez, had to say after the stage.
What does this victory mean for you? Your first victory on Paris-Nice and in World Tour?
Yeah, I don't win since a long time, so I am super happy to win today, and yeah, it's incredible, the feeling, and to win here in Paris-Nice with my new team, it's incredible. I'm super happy.
But as I said, Jorgensen takes the GC lead back from his teammate Vingegaard, now 22 seconds ahead of him. He actually extends the lead against Lipovic and Almeida, the guys that were closer to him on GC. Martinez and the Astana boys were further back because of the TTT earlier in the week. So for Visma and Jorgensen, it's still looking pretty good. The weather's looking suspect for Saturday, and Paris-Nice, it ain't over till it's over.